Hey guys, it is Fairy Grace. It looks like it's about to storm here on an old country road, and I just want to encourage you to do the seasonal. Be in the seasonal moment. What I mean by that is the seasons are changing. I believe today is the first day of autumn, fall, which my favorite part of that are boots. I love boots. So what do you love about fall? Put it in the comment. Let me know with this new season what you're looking forward to. Campfires, cozy sweaters, relaxing, being in the house more. But do the seasonal thing. You see, we take for granted a lot of things in our life, and a lot of things in our life are seasonal. If we broke it down, probably everything in our life is seasonal. I was driving down the road and we have a sunroof, and I rarely use it for whatever reason. And as I was driving the other day, I thought about it. I was like, oh my gosh, winter's gonna be here before I know it, and I'm not gonna be able to use the sunroof, and then I'm gonna be angry that I can't use it, because that's what we do. We sometimes dwell on what we can't do or can't have instead of stopping, breathing, relaxing, thinking, what can I do? So I opened up that sunroof. I'm going to embrace that seasonal thing, the sunroof, and use it as much as I can till the season of it is over and winter is approaching. These are nut walls in my family, or as our youngest son calls them, and he loves the smell of them. My husband informed me the dirtier they are, the better that citrusy, oaky wood smell is. But these are really walnuts. These are seasonal, and I couldn't wait to get them because when you eat them, they're better than the walnuts in the store, and they have a fragrance and a smell that you cannot get in the store. So I am capitalizing on the seasonal nut wall, aka walnut. Lastly, Becca Carr, my husband's first wife, who is now in heaven dancing with the Lord, who lost her life because of cancer. And I'm trying to think, how can I say that without it sounding so whatever? But every year she would walk down the road that we just walked, my husband and I. I always say I'm his wife by default. I wouldn't be his wife had she still be here. And you have to kind of laugh at it, because otherwise you'll just cry and be depressed to be someone's spouse because of default, because of someone passing away or a divorce. But Becca's birthday is this month, October 15th. And it's a day that I'll never forget, because I knew the two of them in our circle of church. And we saw the journey of when she and Chuck had their boys, and then when she went through her battle, and then when unfortunately she lost her battle. But as Chuck and I were walking, this is not the flower that she would pick, but it's a seasonal flower that comes out every fall. And he said Becca would always pick these and bring them in the house. And I said, her birthday is this month. Let's have a birthday dinner celebration in honor of her life, of who she was. And I want to start this thing, and I haven't started this video, but I want to have a video where it's titled, "What Did You Love About Them?" You see, when someone loses a friend, a loved one, someone they cared about, we usually say the cliche, "I'm so sorry for your loss." So when my mom died and people told me these things, I got angry, like, what does that even mean? And it's so cliche, but we do it because we care about the person and we're just sending our love and our care. But when we hear it, it hurts. It sounds cheap and cheeky and pathetic. And a friend of mine called, and we kind of life coach. And he told me some things he had been going through since the last time we spoke. And he said, my good friend just died. And I said, I'm so sorry for your loss. And he immediately snapped at me. He's like, why do people say that? Why did you even say that? What did it mean? And I completely forgot that I felt the same way when people would say that about my mom. And I said, I don't know. We just know you lost someone and we're hurting for you and we don't know what to say. But what I want people to do is say, when someone loses someone, say, what did you love about them? And that's going to evoke the feeling and the life and bring them back to life for that moment and that memory, and honoring them and cherishing them. So with Becca, my husband being a sweetheart, for Mother's Day, he went out and he got a flower for Becca's mother, who's still alive and a wonderful woman, and a rose bush, and a rose bush for me, and a rose bush for Becca. And we planted all of them. And my stepmom Brenda, and my mom who passed away, we got her a special rose bush. We're honoring some that are alive and some that aren't alive. But I'm here to say what is seasonal, because even in our life, those people you're looking at that you love, it's seasonal. And on a good news, those people you can't stand, it's only seasonal. Hang in there. Not that I'm wishing them dead, but it's a time and a season that you have to deal with them. And celebrate it. Celebrate the seasonal moments. Honor them. Whether it's a person, whether it's something you eat, whether it's something you do, make the traditions. As we make this walk down the farm road, I'm now going to remember the flower that Becca picked and always had in her house. I'm going to remember our youngest son calling walnuts when I scream at my husband, they're not nut walls, they're walnuts. And then here, when my son is not with us for the next 5 days, I picked it up and I says, oh, look, a nut wall. Things are seasonal. What are you celebrating? I'm Fairy Grace, and you are amazing.